On the mound, the legendary Leroy Satchel Paige. Arguably the greatest pitcher this sport has ever seen. We know for certain the oldest rookie in the history of Major League Baseball. Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues with then the Cleveland Indians. Most who knew Satchel believed that he was at least 10 years older than he claimed to be. Satchel was likely born into the early to mid-1890s in Mobile, Alabama. And so that birth record was typically kept in the back page of the family Bible. And according to Satchel, the goat ate that page out the Bible. His original tombstone has a question mark by his birthday. Yeah, the old man literally took it with him to his grave. But when we talk about Satchel Paige, there is really no one to compare him to. Not someone who combines the longevity. By his estimation, he pitched in over 2,600 games. The great stuff. Recorded some 55 no-hitters and only God knows how many strikeouts. And the charisma. He could sell it. Yeah, he could sell it, but he could also back it up. There will never, ever, ever be another Leroy Satchel Paige.
Ready to go now. Now the third baseman, Hayes. The pitch. The other way. Makes the catch for the out. Here's the left fielder, Glass. That's off the mark, and that's ball one. There's a strike. See, I can't imagine batters enjoyed facing Satchel Paige. That high leg kick, so distracting and tough to figure out. This one chopped up the middle. Little. Throws to first. Satchel really humming down.
Leg kicks like Satchel's can really mess with the hitter's timing, and if you can get past that, well, you still got to hit some of the best stuff any pitcher's ever had.
Smith at the plate with two away, swings through that one. And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1.
A pitcher like Satchel who can change speeds, run it into triple digits, or get you out on that front foot with the changeup, you just hope you run into one and make contact.
Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back now at Muehlbach Field. Top of the second. Here's a big power threat. Bates. When Satchel was just getting started, his brother Wilson was a pitcher for a semi-pro team, the Mobile Tigers. Satchel got a tryout, and he was signed on the spot. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Satchel's second team was the Chattanooga White Sox, and he was way too good for that league. He lost only 2 games in 2 years there.
Satchel comes to the plate.
After Satchel Paige pitched for Chattanooga, he joined the Birmingham Black Barons in 1927, which is where he broke into the Negro National League.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And out of here. And now the catcher comes up to him. Hughes. In there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. And 1 out now. Now, McDonald. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swings and misses. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Now it's the shortstop, Murray. Swings through that one. 0-1. Page winds and fires. Strike 2. Satchel kicks and delivers. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll do it.
Satchel famously had names for his pitches. So he didn't have fastball, curveball, changeup. No, not Satchel. Satchel had what he called his midnight creeper. He had the two-humper. He had the bat dodger. He had the hesitation pitch. He had the long tom, the short tom, the jump ball, the trouble ball, the radio ball, the wobbly ball, the dipsy-do. And he also had a pitch that he famously called his B-ball. You know why he called it the B-ball? Because Satchel says, it bees where I want it to be when I want it to be there. And so he had all the stuff you needed to be a star, and he was just that. He was not only the Negro League's biggest and brightest star, but he was one of the biggest stars in baseball history.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's the third baseman, Hayes. The pitch. A little bit high. And this one is off and running.
No strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Swings through that. Chris, it must have been so difficult hitting Satchel with so many different out pitches. Got him. Page with the pinpoint command on that one. Digging in, Glass. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, a pitcher with 2 or 3 out pitches is an ace these days. Satchel had closer to a dozen. Dig in and get someone like that, you're just guessing every pitch, especially with his amazing command.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Sutton gets under it, and there's 2 down.
Cy Perkins caught Satchel for a lot of seasons, and for a while he wouldn't even give signs. He'd just hold up the mitt and Satchel would hit it.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And Satchel with the B-ball for the strikeout. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Bates. Page back to work. There's the strike. So many great nicknames in baseball history. The Iron Horse, the Say Hey Kid, the Splendid Splinter, and of course, Satchel. Clips the corner, and that is strike 2.
The way Satchel got his nickname is great. As a kid, he was trying to earn some extra money at the Mobile train station by lugging around bags for travelers. Of course, the bags were so big that most kids could only take one at a time. So Satchel threw together some rope and a pole for a rig that let him haul 4 bags at once.
Now the catcher up to hit, Hughes. That one's in there, 0-1. Carrying around all those bags, the other kid said he looked like a walking satchel tree. And the name stuck. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Satchel gets him with the dipsy-do. Here's the center fielder, McDonald.
Ball.
Satchel comes to the plate.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Down the middle for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Struck him out. The Midnight Creeper claims another victim.
They clocked Satchel Paige unknowingly in a ball game in Griffith Stadium in D.C. Satchel retires aside, and the kid from the military comes over. Mr. Page, we clock your fastball at 105 miles per hour. Satchel looks at the kid. He says, son, I wish I'd known you were timing me. I could have thrown harder than that. Yeah, you'll hear from the old Negro League players who saw Satchel in his prime that if anyone tells you they saw his fastball in the hitting zone, they're lying. Yeah, you might have seen it leave his hand, but by the time it got there to home plate, it literally was about the size of an aspirin tablet.
Okay, all set to go. Now the left fielder, Harvey. The pitch. Strike one.
0-1.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. The B-ball for the strikeout. Can't hit what you can't see. Now the third baseman, Gordon. And here it comes.
Hey, how about that no-hitter Satchel threw against the New York Black Yankees in 1932?
One of the greatest single-game performances ever. In that game on the mound, he had 11 strikeouts, and at the plate, he had 2 hits. Another B-ball for the K. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Parker. That's in for a strike.
That no-hitter of Satchel's is so rare. Only 3 other pitchers in MLB history have ever thrown one with 11 strikeouts while getting 2 hits of their own. And one of them was Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter.
The B-ball absolutely humming. That's a K. And the batter will be the shortstop, Floyd. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Satchel kicks and delivers. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
What really made Satchel so special was 105 with pinpoint control. He could put it exactly where he wanted to put it, and I'm not talking about just throwing strikes. The catcher set the target. He hit the target. He didn't miss. You see, he didn't warm up in the bullpen like most pitchers do, throwing to the catcher across home plate. You know what Satchel would use? A stick of foil chewing gum wrapper. The catcher would sit the chewing gum wrapper on top of home plate. And wherever the catcher moved the chewing gum wrapper, Satchel right over the top of that chewing gum wrapper. And as Satchel would say, he'd work both corners of that chewing gum wrapper. He was absolutely uncanny.
And here is Harvey. Here comes a pitch. To third. Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Marshall. swing and a pop-up. Little settles under this one. Puts the squeeze on it. And there's 2 away. Now at the plate, Reese. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He makes the grab. That is the inning.
One of my favorite Satchel Paige stories involves the old man pitching in the Denver Post tournament. They're playing an all-white semi-pro team. The first kid from the semi-pro white team gets into the batter's box. Satchel throws him a fastball. He dribbles it down the third base line. It stays fair. The kid beats it out, gets an infield hit. Well, about that time, one of the kids from the opposing team steps into the dugout steps and says, "Let's beat him. He ain't nothing but an overrated darky." Well, Satchel Paige had a nickname for everyone. His nickname, famously for the legendary Buck O'Neil, was Nancy. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, Satchel looks over at first base and he says, "Nancy, did you hear that?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, I heard it." He said, "Nancy, bring him in." So Buck turns and motions for the outfield to take a couple of steps in. Satchel looks over at first base. He says, "Nancy, bring him all the way in." Honest to God's truth. There were 7 guys kneeling around the mound. And Satchel strikes out the side on 9 straight pitches. He looks into the opposing team's dugout and says, "Overrated darky hate." But the legendary Buck O'Neil always said if he had one game to win and any choice of any pitcher from any era, it would be the legendary Satchel Paige. He says you might beat him when he was out there messing around, but when he was locked in, forget about it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Cole. And he deals. He was late there. Strike 1. Swings through that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
1 down on a 3-pitch strikeout. So up next, Gordon. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Singing the audacity Satchel had in this game. Just daring the batters to put one in play. It's the showmanship that made him famous and the sheer skill that made him great. That's 2 straight strikeouts on 6 pitches. Stepping in, Parker. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
This wasn't even the only time Satchel did something wild like this with the defense. There were some barnstorming games where they'd bring in one more infielder every inning until it was just Satchel and the catcher out there.
Satchel comes to the plate. Got him! Who needs a defense behind you anyway?
Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues in 1948 with the Cleveland Indians. He, along with Larry Doby, would help Cleveland win the last World Series at that time that Cleveland had won. Many thought Satchel should have been named Rookie of the Year. He goes 6-1 with a 2.4 ERA his rookie season at age 42, which means he might have been closer to 52.
Welcome back. Now it's the right fielder, Rose. So here comes Satchel into the game in relief. The wind of the pitch. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Page winds and fires. Fastball in for a strike. Not a ton of zip, but it finds the mark. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. This one popped up. Chandler moving under it. And there's one away. And a foul ball. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Got him. The ageless rookie sets down another. Here's a speed threat. Green. And a foul ball. That's in there. That's strike two. Satchel kicks and delivers. That's a little bit low. Satchel comes to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Satchel gets through his first MLB frame unscathed. Back here at Comiskey Park, and now the center fielder, Michaels. The wind of the pitch. Well, Satchel's a rookie today, but he's got a long professional history in Cleveland. Back in 1931, Satchel pitched 5 games with the Cleveland Cubs, and then, of course, he pitched in Cleveland with other teams, particularly the Pittsburgh Crawfords. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Sherman. First pitch, and he just misses.
Those Crawfords teams of the early 30s, Boog, right up there with the best ever in baseball.
That's right. Page, Josh Gibson, Oscar Charleston, Judy Johnson, Cool Papa Bell. Just ridiculous. And here's a slow roller. Chandler in plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. And first offering is fouled off. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2 now. Swung on, popped up left side. Waters brings it in for the third out. So bottom of the ninth, and now here is Harrison, the right-hander, back to work.
All one's the count.
On the ground to third. On to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And that's a strike. Page winds and fires. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Base hit, left center field.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Swing and a bouncer. Goes to second. Safe there. And now the shortstop, Hill. Swing and a grounder, foul, first base side. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. So first and second with 2 outs. And now the first baseman, Owens. Satchel kicks and delivers. And that one fouled off. Got him! And that's the ball game.
Now, Satchel in 1965 is believed to be 59 years old if you believe he was born in 1906, which I do not, but for the sake of the story, we'll say that he was indeed born in 1906. He pitches 3 shutout innings against the Boston Red Sox, giving up only 1 hit in those 3 innings. Great trivia question. Who got that long hit off of Satchel? The legendary Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz. Yaz gets a double against the old man. Satchel leaves him at third, and shut down everybody else over 3 of the most remarkably pitched innings in baseball history. And they were all turning, going back into the dugout in utter disbelief that they couldn't hit that old man.
Ready to go. Now it's the shortstop, Hill. And the pitch. Satchel making him look foolish. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. And a curve misses outside.
Well, Boog, Satchel was 59 when he pitched this game, at least officially. Well, we're both in our early 50s, and I can't imagine how he did it. Makes me hurt just thinking about it. He'd tell you a million different reasons why he was able to keep playing so long. Not sure which of them I believe, though.
Benson makes the play, and there's one away.
One of Satchel's rules for staying young was to avoid fried meats. That's one you live by, right, Boog?
Well, unless I'm in Philadelphia. Murray stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Next offering is in for a strike. Next pitch just misses. Now 1-2. Swings and misses. 2 gone. So 2 down now, and here is Sherman. In there, and it's 0-1. The number of stories around Satchel are endless. One of my favorites, the rocking chair he had next to the bullpen for this game for the Kansas City A's.
Charles Finley, who owned the A's, also had a nurse out there to rub Satchel's arm with special oils. Tremendous showmanship, and then he went out and dominated the Red Sox.
Next offering is fouled back.
You know, after this game, Red Sox legend Carl Yastrzemski gave Satchel a big hug. One legend showing respect to another. And you know what? The fans gave Satchel a curtain call after he left the mound as well.
Struck him out on a fastball that crawled to the plate. Second inning set to go at the plate. Rose. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Reed jumps. Throws. Satchel just keeps rolling along. And first offering is fouled off. Strike 2. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. So digging in, Palmer. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Second inning here, no score. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Satchel comes to the plate. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. The old man keeping these hitters in check. Welcome back to Muehlebach Field. On to the third inning. And here's the first baseman, Santiago. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Stays alive. Page winds and fires. Got him swinging on the curveball. 59 years old, so they say, and he's still untouchable. Next to hit, Green. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Satchel kicks and delivers. There's a strike. Struck him out looking. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Moss. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Strike two. 2 down, nobody on. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Without question, Satchel Paige was the Negro League's biggest and brightest star. The man would ride into towns, and the entire towns would shut down to watch him pitch. Everyone wanted to see the old man do his thing. Was he a little bit disheartened when he wasn't the first to break baseball's color barrier? Of course he was. Because in many ways, he was the Negro Leagues. And I'm not sure there's any more lore or legend surrounding any one athlete. Perhaps it's because we don't really know how old he truly was. And because he dazzled us for decades. By the time he ended his career, he was either 59 or maybe 69 years old. And he was still getting it done. Only the immortal Leroy Satchel Paige.